Hey, everybody. Welcome to Love and Reload, the voice of the relocation industry. We are here live in Clearwater Beach at Dispatchers Convention, the 46th annual. This is so much fun. I've been looking forward to this for months now, Oded. We got Oded Carmi here from DN Van Lines. Oded, how are you doing?
I'm doing excellent, man. It's nice to be in sunny Florida.
Yes, and I want you to be here with us, so get in the comments. I want to know who you are, where you are, what you're doing right now. Do you wish you were in Clearwater? Is it cloudy where you are? We got a threat of rain and gusty winds, so if a hurricane hits us, we're just going to power through it because we're movers. Well, we're kind of movers. Some of us play movers. We got real movers here as well. We got drivers as well that'll stop by from the AMA to tell us what's going on there. So get in the comments. I want to hear from you and let me know what's going on. I think on LinkedIn we're having a little issue. So Stacy, you want to try to iron that out? That'd be awesome. LinkedIn's good. All right, get in the comments. I want to know what's going on with you. But first, Oded, what is Dispatchers Convention for everybody that hasn't been here? This is the best kept secret in the moving business, in my opinion.
And biggest party. Chuck White would like to argue with that, but it's the biggest party in the moving industry.
What does Chuck say? I am's the biggest party in the moving industry?
The biggest. Exactly, he's wrong. The thing that's great about this convention is it's not organized by any industry association. Every year, a different mover it gets assigned the honor of hosting this event,
to bear the torch,
man. So it's an honor. Me and Dave Transfer, my good friend Justin Miller, are hosting it this year in Dispatchers. It's been great thus far. The conference kicks off tonight at 5:30. We're ready to have a good time, Ben.
Yeah, I'm super ready. I got in late last night. It was hilarious. And then we got today. What is going on? Oh, we got people coming to the comments. Hey, everybody in the comments, hit that like button right now. Let me know what's going on with you right now. Stacy, feed me some comments. Let me see if I can read here. All right, Christina, digging the hat. Howdy from Finally Not Freezing Pittsburgh. Thank you. This is my party hat. I wear it when I party.
You always wear it. You're
I wear it a lot. Yeah,
you're a Texas boy now.
Yeah, people are like, hey, nice hat. Where you from? And I'm like, Texas. Oh, okay. I met a bull rider last night.
Did you really?
I thought he was trying to start something. I don't know. I don't want to fight a bull rider. He was little, but I don't want to fight a bull rider. Anyway, Sean, hello from rainy Massachusetts.
Oh, Sean, my home state.
Shawnee boy from rainy Massachusetts.
Oh, you can be here.
You like apples, Sean? A little jealous of the location, a lot jealous of the hat. Listen, Sean, these movers will tell you I'm all hat, no cattle. All right, Sean. Who else we got out there checking in? Stephen Meyer, how do I get a pair of them shoes? You know what's funny? Drivers always want to talk about your shoes. The shoes. You want to see the shoes? I can't even put my leg up that high. Hold up. Hold up.
I got you.
I don't know what's about to happen here. These are Adidas. I got these from the Adidas store. Steven, you get up to Portland, right? I got these from the company store at Adidas. Shout out to the people at Adidas who hooked me up with the passes.
Oh, I see a Dan Bradley walking over here. We got some I Am Love.
All right, let's see here. We got more people coming in here. Tessa Boone, hello from Detroit. What's up, Tessa? Good to see you. Brian Rivers, hi, guys from Northern California. What's up, Brian? Jack Jampel, hello from wonderful Philly. Debatable, Jack. Jack, great to see you. Rachel, I am jealous of the beer. Yeah, where's my beer? I get a beer?
Wait, hold on. Now, I'm going to flip this on you as I usually do. I got a question for you.
Oh, geez.
So this isn't your first Dispatchers.
It's not my first rodeo.
Not your first rodeo. Before I hop off and let the drivers take the stage here, what is your best Dispatcher story?
Best Dispatcher story. Okay, my first Dispatchers. Best Dispatcher story was
where was it?
Virginia Beach. Okay. It was actually when I met Emily Leonard for the first time. Before she was a DN, and it was super rainy, so we had all the parties inside, and I decided I was going to throw an after party in my room. I did throw an after party in my room. It was amazing. People were there. They're actually dead now, which is also a side note. Funny. We can talk about that later. People broke glasses in my room, and the
That's
security
like what you do at a Jewish wedding.
The security came, Mazel Tov, and the security came twice. They almost kicked me out. I had to end it, but I woke up, and you know when you wake up and you forget what you were doing the night before.
Yeah.
And then I put my feet down on the floor in the morning to get up and go brush my teeth. And I had that Home Alone moment. And I stepped on broken glass at Dispatchers. And that was my first Dispatchers.
There you go. Be alive on set.
Hey, there we go. Movers always deliver. Hey, you know what? Why don't we bring them in? Let's get rid of the suits. Let's get rid of the suits. Let's bring on the movers. Hey, you know what? If this is the voice of relocation, this is the mouth of moving right here. Fred Metzler, everybody. Fred Metzler, what's going on? Oh, and we got Stephen Meyer over here as well. Both have been on the show before. Welcome back, gentlemen.
Well, thank you, Ben. Glad to be here.
What are y'all doing? Hey, cheers.
Cheers, man. Cheers. I just I just want to say that these suits know how to throw a party.
Hey, are we going to convert you or what, Fred?
I'm getting fitted for a suit when I leave.
First suit over here. First suit.
Yeah.
So, Stephen, what brings you to dispatchers this year? This is the first year I've seen drivers here at dispatchers. Oded brought you here?
Well, I mean, he invited me last year.
That was very kind of him. Why did you decide to come? Oded tells people to do a lot of things, but most smart ones don't. Why did you decide to be here?
Because I wanted to hope that people cared about me.
I care about you, Steve. Somebody give
We
this
love
man
you,
a
Steve.
hug.
We love you,
From a
Steve.
driver's standpoint.
From a driver's standpoint,
I wanted to see if Oded was full of forced sneers.
but these are not mutually exclusive things. Why are we wearing these stickers right now, Fred?
So the AMA started as a grassroots thing in 2018.
See that?
What is the AMA? What is
That the American Movers Association, and we're a consortium of drivers and a consumer advocacy group, and we're trying to educate drivers.
Educate them about what, Fred?
About everything. To be better businessmen is the first fault I see in drivers. When I first started the organization, I heard complaints. And I realized most of those complaints were self-inducive. They weren't willing to talk to the agent to try to work things out. It was easier.
What were they complaining about? Their pay and
their pay,
comp
their short
schedule?
pay, their comp schedule. And, as Steve would just read your contract, but understand your contract and do the math. You got to do the math. And, we're all in this together. So we're here to promote unity between the AMA drivers, the agents, because this is a partnership. Well,
we love having y'all here too. And how many drivers have we got here this year?
We got Ernie Pena here. He's
Ernie,
the spokesperson
bring it
for
in.
the
Ernie.
AMA.
Hey, what's up, Bob Murphy? I see you, Steve and Fred, top notch. Bob Murphy there. Shout out to Bob. You got Ernie here. Ernie, it's so cool to see you. I ran into you in the lobby today, and I was like, Ernie. And I'd seen you online. Everybody's head's like this big, right? And I see you online, and I was like, "That's Ernie Pena," and it's so cool to see you in person. You too, Fred. First time I met you.
Where'd you get a hat to fit that big ass head? That's what I wanna know.
Fort Worth, Texas. Fred.
Fort
Fort Worth.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You're a Dallas boy.
Yeah, that's right. I'm in Dallas, man. And Fred's, Toad Suck's finest
Toad
over
Suck,
here.
Arkansas.
Toad
right,
Suck,
man?
Arkansas. Who else we got checking in here, Stacy? Look at this. Bob Murphy, dispatchers and drivers taking off at the end of the month. Shaking my head. Enjoy the weekend. Bob saying, Bob, what, we don't get a little vacation? Drivers can't take a little vacation?
Yeah, this is my vacation. I'm loaded.
You're
Ernie's
loaded.
loaded, right?
Ernie's loaded. We're all loaded.
Right.
Everybody's
Steve
getting
Suck's
loaded out here.
Steve
Getting
Suck's
lo-
loaded.
getting loaded.
Dan, many of your kinfolk on my side of the family were bull riders. My dad's checking in. Dan Cross there. Shout out to you, Dad. Mike Falia checking in from Southern California. Looks like you're having a great time, Ben, as usual. Yeah, this is exciting stuff. Look at Steve over here. Steve's the only guy that's ever vaped on Love and Relo, and he's keeping the tradition going here. But no, this is real stuff, man. This is real stuff. So I want to ask you drivers as I have y'all here right now, and this is so cool that we get to come together like this. What can we do from our audience here? We have a lot of relocation people, right? We have a lot of RMC people. We have
party companies.
Yeah, we have clients and stuff. What can we do from a client and an RMC standpoint to really make the driver profession more viable and a better partnership, in your opinion? I'd like to hear from all of you as well. So any thoughts? Just whoever can go first.
So, one of the things that Fred made a comment about is, trying to bring, this unity. And, there's always been this tension between the customer and the driver. There's a tension between the agents and
Where
the
does that
driver.
tension come from?
I think the tension comes from just lack of knowing what goes on and not understanding that the drivers are actually human, right?
Yeah.
And what we go through out there.
I think that's real easy to lose, right?
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
easy to lose that there's customer, because we always talk about losing focus of the customer,
Correct.
right? And treating them like they're just another file or another number. But we're way guiltier even of losing track of the crew and the drivers out there on site.
Correct. Yeah, and that's the important thing to understand, is that at the end of the day, we're all humans helping humans, right? We're solutions. We're
Yeah.
solutions to a problem. You have a problem, you need to move. If you own a company, if you're an agent, you're trying to move your customers. So, if we provide solutions, and if I create a solution for you and all your needs, regardless of what it is, packing, crating, getting everything done, then we unite around those things. And so, the AMA, even though we are a driver advocacy that our focus is to help drivers understand their portion of the industry, right? But at the end of the day, we're all in it for one thing, and that's to make revenue, to take care of our families, and from the company to the driver. We make big sacrifices. I used to be in dispatch. I understand the sacrifices that dispatchers make, as well as the drivers. After 35 years of this thing, I mean, there's no one here not making a sacrifice, right? But we all got one goal. It's a successful move at the end of the day.
Yeah.
For the entire company, for the driver, and for the helper, for the packer, for the coordinator, for the salesman, for the person doing the estimate.
Yeah.
We all want one thing. And
You
that's
guys care about
success.
the person doing the estimate?
Why not?
I didn't know.
Why
I didn't know.
not?
Fred's been trying to convince me otherwise for all these years now.
The
bunch of
reality,
dirty salespeople out here.
Actually, we just want a standard.
Bring it in.
We want to make sure that everybody has a standard and they're held accountable. So a bad survey leads to a bad move. Absolutely. 100% of the time, a bad survey will lead to a bad move. As far as ERCs go, we're very passionate. You got these guys right here are the most passionate movers in the world.
Yeah.
Right. And to teach that passion is hard to do. To teach people movers to be better businessmen is hard to do. That sacrifice that we make is huge. I mean, imagine being away from your family for 3 or 4 months at a time.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's peak season for a driver.
200 to 250 nights a year.
And not even seeing your house, but calling and FaceTiming your family. It's a huge sacrifice. And and not everything's going to go right. If you move furniture, there's going to be claims.
Yeah.
Absolutely, there's going to be claims. Something's going to happen. And we're beholden to the guys we hire, to the crews that we can assemble. And we try our hardest to get the best guys on every job.
I love it.
But it doesn't always happen that way.
I want to hear from you out there. If you're watching this right now, hit that like button right now. Let us know you're out there. Also, if you've got a question for our drivers, we only got a few more minutes with them. So put that question in the comments there, and we will try to get to it. Stacy, we got anybody else checking in with us here that we got to give some shout outs? I see Chris Lance, backbone of the industry right there.
Yeah, appreciate it.
that,
I
man.
love Chris, man. And, I'm going to say I've made a name for myself by calling people suits and downplaying everybody. But I'm going to get fitted for a suit. And the aim of the AMA is to make better businessmen out of the drivers that are out there. And then drivers need to understand it's a partnership. If when you take a job and then you give it back because it's on base or it doesn't fit your quota.
Points to Steve.
No,
I know it's on base. And Steve Meyer.
No, because that's his quota. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that puts your partner in harm's way. So you got to develop partnerships. Now, not every agent is good for every driver. You know what I mean? But the diversity of the industry makes it so. There's drivers that do well where others fail.
I'm going to ask you this, and Steve, I want you in on this too, man. How do we bring new drivers into this business, right? I mean, that's been the question we've been trying to answer, and I feel like we've been talking in a room by ourselves about it, us suits, but we haven't really asked y'all.
Can I take this one?
Fred's going to take
I'm
them all.
sorry.
Fred, take them all.
No, I'm not trying to take
Step
them all.
up to the mic.
But there's the International Haulers Association that's out there, and Jesus Salazar, he's a friend of mine, right? And he's taking good lumpers and teaching them how to drive a truck because they already know how to load a truck.
What's
right?
a lumper?
Well, that's the guy that I'm hiring. That's my crew. That's the guys that's going to help me carry that furniture down the stairs, right? So this guy's taking them and teaching them. Well, agents have had that capability for 100 years. I was brought into the industry as steps in stages, right? So we're offering agents that hire green help, as we call them, green guys.
Greenhorns.
I'll hire
Deadliest Catch.
I'll hire your greenhorns. I'll hire the greenhorns from Oded's D&N Van Lines. I'll hire his greenhorns and I'll train them as long as they have a T-shirt and couth, right? And I'll show
truth or tooth.
Couth, right? As long as they got their pants held, with a belt and not sagging.
That's a lot of things now, Fred.
I know. I'm
Before
asking
it was
for
a
too
t-shirt,
much.
and it was couth, and now it's belts and it's
Well,
shoes, and it's a
couth,
lot of things.
That's all those things, right? So we're willing to work with agents to help develop movers.
Yeah.
Right. And what Jesus is doing, he's teaching lumpers, the guys, the crews, how to drive a truck.
We got a question here. Sean says, not to be a buzzkill. No, please, Sean, bring the serious questions from Massachusetts here. Business question. How is the hiring market for drivers and teams right now?
So I'm going to tell you, man, drivers are not leaving the industry and going to flip burgers, right? They're taking their truck, they're going somewhere else. You know why?
Why?
The number one reason, home time.
Home time.
Because our loads go from A to Z. You could haul freight for Amazon or Prime, and you could go from A to B and back to A.
So when you say
Right.
A to Z, it's because you got all these little drops,
They
picks
go-
and drops all the way along.
And then you're-
Irregular routes going all over the country.
Yeah, all over the country.
You
Then
never
your-
get home.
Your reload takes you back away from your
They
house.
send you to Minot.
Minot, right? Or Grand Forks, even worse, right? But so what's attractive about the freight industry is there's some consistency. That, you know, so I would take a pay cut for some consistency.
Okay.
You
You
know
heard
what
it
I
here
mean? And that's
first.
what guys did.
How,
Oh, he's
you know,
giving-
we got,
oh,
look
yeah,
at, look
yeah.
at, oh, we got,
Oh,
we're
so
getting,
now I'm
we're
buying
passing
beer.
out business cards. Hey, Tim, they're not going to let them come anymore, man, if we keep recruiting them, man. No, this is really good. We got a lot of folks here. We got people on deck here. Who else we got checking in here? Stacey, Erica Burton, hello from Cloudy, Ohio. Erica, we got some of your clouds here, but at least we got sand. Andrew Walker, hey, Ben from New Jersey. Andrew, what's up? I got your 11 plus newsletter. Keep on trucking, brother. Cloudy here too. He's saying, yep. Jamie Master, hey, Ben, cheers from sunny Mississippi. Jamie always rubs it in. Thankfully, we dodged the tornadoes yesterday. Woo. Let's see. Andrew says, why not, my not? Andrew, you messing with us? Andrew's doing a play on words here. Look, Ernie, that's where you got your start.
Yeah,
So tell him why my not.
Well, that's where I got my start, but I didn't stay there. So
Picked up one shipment, got out. All right, this is great. This is great, y'all. We're gonna bring some more people in here. We've got folks on standby here. We've got Jeanette. Come on over, Jeanette. Bring it in, Jeanette. We got Jeanette Holman over here. She's got to get rid of her bag over here. It's a heavy bag, you know what I mean. Richard Majewski, London said we got London in the house. Hey, Jeanette. Chuck White, I am checking in. What's up, Jeanette?
Chuck.
Tell us who you're with and where you're from and what you do.
Jeanette Homan, Lambert Enterprises. I'm an MMC for California. I manage.
Steve, move out of the shop, buddy.
I manage 20 SCAT codes in
20
California.
SCAT codes. Tell people what a SCAT code is for those that don't know.
Well, you have military authority with
So it's
SCAT
a military
code.
moving contract, basically.
Correct.
So you manage 20 of those.
Yes, I do.
That sounds like a
in
lot of time. That's a
California.
lot of moves.
It's a lot of work.
Gosh, how long you been doing that, Jeanette?
30 plus years. Well, wait.
Oh, she's got it. What?
30 plus years.
and
That tells my age.
how long you been coming to dispatchers?
This is my first one.
Stop playing.
No,
Are you for real?
I'm for real.
I've
it's
seen you.
fun.
No, because I've seen you at PPFs.
I do all the
I've seen you at
PPS.
IM.
I
I've seen
do
you.
all the IMs.
And this is your first dispatchers.
It's my first time
I
having
can't
real
believe
fun.
it. Real fun.
First time.
Cheers to that.
Cheers. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And
And
you're
it's fun.
and you're empty. Can we
I'm
get
empty.
Jeanette some tonnage over here? Can we
Jeanette
get her
have
loaded?
another glass of
Oh my
champagne?
goodness gracious.
Please, I have a
Y'all
team
are already
here.
violating the rules. You know the
I
rule
have a
is
team here.
you got to bring a drink. You come on, Love and Real, you got to bring a
team.
drink.
Yeah.
Richard's saying hi from London. That's what's up. So Jeanette, what made you come to dispatchers for your first time?
Because so many of the people that I work with are here.
Mm.
And networking is truly, your resources are truly what you need in this industry.
So when you're saying networking and you're saying resources, right? What are you really talking? What types of conversations are you having? Because a lot of people who watch us don't even know what type of networking. What would two movers network about? You know what I
because
mean?
if I have a shipment going to Florida or Texas and I want to put it in storage because the service member is not ready with his house yet,
Yep.
who can I put it in storage with? Because
Yeah,
there's such
sure.
a saturation level in Texas and in Florida.
And
So-
in Washington D.C. maybe
Lots
or
of areas.
or a lack of. What are some of the problem areas, by the way, for the military market?
Washington State,
Washington State, yeah,
DC area
yeah.
for sure, Virginia, Texas.
And when you say
North
Texas,
Carolina,
you mean
South-
Central Texas, San Antonio,
Yes.
Fort Hood.
Yes.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
El Paso.
El Paso,
Mhm.
sure.
Florida,
Florida, yeah.
Pensacola,
Pensacola,
Jacksonville, not so much, but
Because you got Odette,
Pensacola
you got a great
is
partner over there.
huge. I have great partners in this industry, but I need to have more partners, and that's what this is doing. It's giving us the opportunity
Yeah.
to have more partnerships.
Yeah, I
right?
love it. Fantastic.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about, right? Because we can't do these moves by ourselves,
No,
right?
we can't.
It's
We need
fantastic.
partners.
Jeanette,
Yeah.
we're gonna tag somebody else in. Thank you
Okay.
so much for stopping by. I'm gonna see you
Thanks,
later.
Ben.
So good to see you.
Good to see you
so
too.
good to see you.
Okay.
Dan Bradley, come on over. Come on down. Lieutenant Colonel Dan. Dan, come on, buddy. How you doing, man? Step right up, man.
All right, I'm here.
Dan, who are you? Where are you from? What are you doing here?
That's a lot of questions.
That's a lot of questions. That's all the time we have.
Okay, I'm out.
I'm with the International Association of Movers, Director of Government and Military Relations. And what am I doing here? Well, it's a good.
Chuck told me I had to be. I'm sorry.
Chuck told you probably that I should be here.
I'm stepping on your lines
so that he could make sure that I was actually attending.
What are some? Okay, so let's talk about this real quick because this is probably the most dynamic couple of years that we've ever had from a government moving standpoint. Can you set the table a little bit for what is going on right now?
What is going on? What's going on is a global household goods contract.
Yes.
Bid, award, rebid,
protest.
It's
like the hokey pokey.
This time, protest upheld. Now, the Court of Federal Claim action.
Wow.
And so more delay to the contract. In the meantime, the actual DP3 Defense Personal Property Program, the tender and tariff program, as opposed to a contract vehicle, the current program that's been going on now since I brought it into fruition back in the 2008 or 9, right?
Wow.
And I got a lot of boos and a lot of
boos, and now they're like, "We miss you, Dan."
A little consternation.
Can we make sure we're plugged in here, Tim?
No,
this needs to be plugged in the computer.
But these guys are cramping my style. I'm what I'm trying to do.
It's all right. We got you, Tim. Don't worry about it.
So in the midst of all of that, we have a lot of change going on in the current, what we would call the current program. A lot of business rule changes and updates and all kinds of stuff.
So people want to know, is this thing actually going to go sole source and when?
Yeah. So I wouldn't use the term sole source personally.
Okay.
Because that's an acquisition term that means there's only one person who can bid on it. There are actually multiple bidders, only one winner.
This is why you do this for a living.
So a single winner of a prime contract. Will it go that direction? I think Transcom is committed to that. Whether or not it makes it out in its current form or not, I guess, right? It remains to be seen. But
because there's a lot of opposition.
Sure.
As was expected.
Right. Yeah.
And with the opposition, we've been seeing that it's being upheld. Right. However, I heard unconfirmed reports today from the floor of the House that there was a hearing. Have you heard about this?
I've heard a little scuttlebutt. I don't have
a little scuttlebutt. We got scuttlebutt, right?
Yeah.
Which means unconfirmed reports. And they said that the General Van Ovost, so close, Van Ovost. This is why we got our fact checker here.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That she was being asked a lot of tough questions about the program and also what is the plan B?
Yeah.
Right. Because there's a history with these programs
right.
of going not sole source, but
single prime contractor.
And then if that single prime contractor is not able to perform like the POV contract, like the VA something contract, there's the housing contract, even, right. Gosh, the freight one.
It's a Defense Freight Transportation Service.
Yes, contract. Exactly. See this guy, this is why we have him, right?
Yeah.
Then how do you put the toothpaste back in the tube?
Right. And oh, by the way, that's a theme that IAM has hit with Congress and with Transcom for a couple of years now, right? That's a common question that we've had of what are you going to do if, and we can all hope for and plan for the best and hope it all goes smoothly. Of
course.
But what happens if it
it's
doesn't
moving,
go that
way,
right? Yeah.
But it never goes smoothly.
That's exactly right. And it's a contract and it's, there are legal proceedings and all kinds of things that come up with that. But to your point, right, beyond all the legal portion of it, once it does finally roll out, if things don't go well, and things don't go well being God only knows what happens then? What's next?
What happens then? And
we've
and you got shipments all over the world, and you got 440,000 shipments of a certain type all over the world. And
we've
how
asked that direct question and not gotten a good answer, frankly.
Yeah, it's scary because things always do seem to go sideways in moving, even when you have 900 moving companies working on it. So anyway, so that's really interesting. So stay tuned for that kind of stuff.
Stay tuned.
But what is your gut telling you?
That someday we'll go to a contract, but it's
single prime contractor.
A single prime contractor, because, and here's why I've said this to my boss for a couple of years. Transcom doesn't have a tender and tariff office, which is the program today. Transcom has an acquisition office. They do contracts. They do transportation contracts. And so that's what they want to do. And that's where I think they'll continue to go.
And how big is this contract?
It is potentially up to nine years and $20 billion.
9 years, $20 billion. Super, super interesting stuff right here. How many shipments are we talking about? Is that 400,000 kind of?
You're probably looking at 325,000, 350,000 a year.
Wow, it's a lot of shipments. Gosh, you know what I do with that as a salesperson? Oh my goodness. Super interesting,
All
Dan.
right.
Thank you for stopping by.
Glad
Hey,
to.
Matt, come on over here, Matt.
Uh-oh.
We got Matt Cannell here. Matt Cannell, Mile of Fest coming to us. Hey, thank you so much, Dan. Appreciate you very much. We'll catch you. Mile Zero. I thought it was Irish. It's actually a Key West reference.
Yes.
I apologize. It's not St. Patty's Day.
Yeah.
Matt, bring it in. It's great to see you.
It's good to be here.
Matt, there's your camera. There's your
Right.
mic. I got to say, I just want to say about Matt. I love Matt. Matt is one of my inspirations in this business. Okay.
Yeah.
I remember coming
Wait,
to
what
your,
business is this?
I don't know.
Is this
We don't know.
the
We don't know yet. We're
broadcast
still
business?
making it up
What
as
is
we
this?
go along.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I came to your office when I was at Pods.
Yes, you did.
Okay. When y'all
Yep.
were in this big house.
It was.
Y'all were in a
House.
big house.
A home builder's house.
Home
Yeah.
builder's house, right?
Yes,
Next to the
yes.
gravel quarry or whatever.
Yes. Yep.
And you gave me time then, and you've been giving me time against your better judgment since then. And it means the world to me because you saw something in me that frankly I didn't see in myself, Matt. So thank you so much. I
What was
appreciate you.
that?
I don't know yet, but I'm gonna
We'll
find
figure it
out.
out.
I'm gonna write
Figure
you
it
a
out.
card.
Yeah.
Okay.
A Hallmark card.
But no, Matt, seriously, thank you so much. And so Matt, what is the name of your company and who are you with and what are you doing here?
Yep. Total Military Management. Matt Connell. We're here. What is this? Love and Reload broadcast.
This is
right?
a Love and Reload
Yes.
broadcast. Hey,
My gosh.
Hey, this has been a top 5 trying to get Matt on Love and Reload, by the way. So
Yeah.
so I finagled him. I got him. I brought it to him this time on
Yes.
location.
No, this is on location. Clearwater.
Yeah, and tell people
Yes.
who aren't familiar with military moves, by the way,
Sure.
what does Total Military Management do?
Okay, so obviously there's a market where the PCS moves are awarded
Permanent Change of Station, that's a military move.
to a TSP.
Right, Transportation Service Provider, that's a moving company.
Exactly. And there's a part of our industry that facilitates the operations,
Yeah.
the loading,
Yeah,
the packing,
yeah.
the storage,
Yeah.
delivery, billing. And we
Right.
do that for roughly 250 of those TSPs.
Wow, 250 different contracts and TSPs.
Yep.
You guys manage the tonnage for all of those.
Correct.
And I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I often am.
Okay.
Were you one of the first people to really move management of military ships? Because they've been doing it on the corporate side forever.
Right.
I mean, you know,
Right.
there's been so many, you know, relocation management companies since the 80s, 70s, 80s
Sure.
have been managing moves for corporations.
Well, so in 2003,
But were you one of the first ones
when we
to do
jumped
it?
out and did it, there was no move management space in the military side.
Yeah.
So we jumped out, did it. There was 5 SCACs, TSPs.
Yep.
That was Joe Mulholland.
Wow.
There's 2 of them.
Yeah.
And All American Reload in Denver
Wow.
were 3 of them.
Wow.
So those were our 5 original TSPs at TMM.
Wow.
Yeah. So
You always
and from
remember
that
those
point-
first
you
ones,
do,
right?
You do. Well, you remember the ones
Yeah.
you signed because
Yeah.
you're like,
Because they believed in you.
well, you got to convince them.
yeah.
You're not going to leave them high and dry.
Yeah.
You don't pay the bills, right?
Right.
The claims.
And before that, had they all been managing their own kind of what they got and everything?
Well,
And
think about
with
it. So,
tremendous amounts of overhead, I'm sure, and all sorts
back
of stuff.
then, when you were given a authority, TSP, most of those people were booking at their local installation. They weren't using it at every installation.
Oh.
So we come in and say, look, if we took you to every installation and you still manage your own local business as a moving and storage company,
Yes.
and we took your business to others in areas that you don't have assets in a
Right.
physical location,
Right.
but you could still make a percentage
Right.
of that revenue.
So now you can do business outside of your own market. Now you
Right,
can truly
right.
operate nationally.
you can, and we do all the back office stuff.
Wow. And
And
so
so,
now you
yeah.
don't have to have all this overhead
Do
for
you
these
drink on your
few
show?
for these few, I do
Yeah.
often. Not
Yeah.
as much as I ought
Cheers.
to.
Yeah.
Cheers to you, Matt. Yeah, we do now. All right, great.
Mm-hmm.
So that was in 2003. And here we are
2003.
19 years later,
What year is this?
2022, I
Perfect.
believe.
Yeah.
Last I checked. Can we get a check on that?
Yeah.
We got people checking in. Speaking of checks, Chuck White, nice COVID beard.
You or me?
I think you.
I've had a beard for years.
I know. Well, COVID's
Yeah.
been years.
True.
All right. Yo, Matt. Yo, Chuck. What up?
Wait, what is this? We gotta.
I mean, we got some real highbrow stuff
We
here.
do.
This is Love and
this
Reload.
excellent.
Richard
Excellent.
Majid, who's shipping all that oil to Europe? 1 million barrels per day, I hear. Is there furniture in the oil, Richard? No, we just ship used couches, man.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what we do. But it's a great question for another show.
Is he on the right
Ca-
broadcast?
Richard's our guy in London. That's our man in London right
Okay,
there.
okay.
Richard's Grace from the corporate housing side of the business. Katya McKinnon, have fun, everyone. Katya puts that amazing IAM conference together. Chuck White confirms Dan is here actually on work and not he's on TDY over
Where
here.
did he
I
go?
think. Yeah, I don't know. He
Yeah.
stopped working, I think, a minute ago.
Chuck, he did a solid 15 minutes.
So Matt,
Yes.
everybody's talking about GHC.
Yes.
What's happening? What do you think's going to happen? I mean, what are you hearing is going on, man?
Well, I mean, obviously there's two protests in the Court of Federal Claims right now.
Court of Federal Claims, right?
Correct. They were filed last week and the week before. The consortium we're with and the ARC
Okay.
consortium have
Okay.
filed. Yep.
All right.
And that'll be a process that will take, as you know, several months to over a year possibly.
Okay.
I mean, hell, those things can last 2 years. It depends on the judge,
Yeah.
the arguments made by the
Yeah.
suits that were filed, and DOJ's counterpoints.
So then we probably wouldn't be looking at probably this thing really taking effect for another year or two, if at all.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're talking about in an aggressive standpoint, 2 years.
Okay.
Because you still have the lawsuit, the judgment, the ramp up, and you need to get on the other side of peak season, in my opinion.
Yeah, you don't want to do it in
before
the middle of peak.
Because you want to do it when you can start
Yeah.
in a different area. So, yeah, I mean, you're talking about 2 years. But that's if everything goes swimmingly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Best case kind of scenario
Correct.
for the person.
Yep.
Interesting. Very interesting. Richard, fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, no, Rich, hey, it's good. No stupid questions, Richard. No stupid questions, buddy. No, this has been awesome. Matt, this is fantastic. Let me ask
my
you
inaugural Love and Reload broadcast.
I know
right?
this is so good, man. We gotta do this again. Oh, hey, we'll do this. You know what? Hey, you know what? We're gonna do this next time. You know what we're gonna do this next time?
Where?
The world's biggest cocktail party. Go
Georgia,
Dogs.
Florida.
Go
Go
Dogs.
Dogs.
All right.
Yep.
Hey, thank you, Matt. I
National
appreciate you, man.
champions? Yes.
National champion, Georgia Bulldogs.
Yep.
Hey, thank you, Matt. Appreciate you, man. It's great to see you. Sandra, Sandra Clary. Get over here, Sandra. Everybody, Sandra Clary is here. Woo! It's here for Sandra. Woo! Sandra, how you doing? It's so good to see you.
Hey.
Yeah, Sandra is awesome. Sandra's been a fan of Love and Reload for years now, as we can say that. And it's so great to have you here at
Thank
Dispatchers
you.
to see you.
Good to see you.
Isn't
I
this
was
fun to see
sneaking
people?
photographs. I
Yeah,
was
this
not
is great.
in the front row.
So, Sandra, tell everybody who doesn't know, if anybody doesn't know, who you are, who you're with, and what you're doing here at Dispatchers.
So I
Get
am.
close to the mic too, because people are getting rowdy over there.
Yeah, it's you should really point the camera that way to see where the real fun's going on. Yeah, I'm with Enterprise Database Corporation, so we provide software solutions for not just the moving and storage industry, though primarily the moving and storage industry. And we're just here, just like Jeanette said, we're here talking to people, meeting people, just shaking hands and saying thank you for great partnership all along the way. And of course, the highlight of it is 2 different Love and Reload shows.
Hey, 2 Love and Reloads we're doing today and tomorrow. There's going to be a booze cruise. It's going to be a lot of fun. Oh, I see Richard over there too. We might have to finagle.
Oh, okay. If you got him on camera, I'm not sure.
Hey,
it
somebody
could
talk.
explode.
Hey, somebody talk Richard Corona into coming over here real quick.
Oh.
Hey, Richard, let's go, Richard. Come on, Richard. Come on, bring it in. There we go.
Hold your
There we
hat.
go. There we go. Richard, bring it in. Bring it in closer. Let's get in tight. I know it feels uncomfortable. It looks good on camera. All right, there's our camera right there. Richard Corona from EDC. What? How many dispatchers have you been to?
This is the first one.
First one. This is amazing because dispatcher's been going on 46 years. Okay, and y'all have been a predominant player in the software space here, and so many people who are in my opinion, such a big deal in this space, like Jeanette, right? This is their first time at Dispatchers. So what made you dig out the Hawaiian shirt and say, you know what, I gotta be that. Sandra, we're heading down to Clearwater.
It wasn't quite like that.
Yeah.
Okay. It was more Sandra and Diana.
Yeah. They said, get your butt to Clearwater.
Telling me
Okay.
there is.
So why did they tell you to get your butt to Clearwater for?
They didn't want me up there.
Yeah.
Just send me
Like, where can we send them? Where can we send them?
No. We have heard of the dispatchers
Right.
convention, but we really didn't have any systems or any solutions to be able to provide to them then.
Yeah.
Way back.
And I think we do now.
So tell us about some of the products and things that you're doing right now. Come in tighter too, Sandra.
Hey, well,
What are you excited about?
Oh gosh, we're excited about several things. Soup to nuts, move and operations management, which clearly
Yeah.
has a lot of dispatching going on in it. But obviously,
Yeah.
dispatchers convention encompasses a lot more than just the physical act of dispatching. So we've got.
I gotta hop
mover
in. I know.
CRMs.
I asked you to give me a bunch of stuff, but I have to hop in on that one
Okay.
note, right? Because are you talking about like MoveStar and like that suite of products, right?
So,
Okay. So what's beautiful about their product, and I can tell you because I was an early adopter of MoveStar actually at my
Way
2
back.
firms ago. That's how. So I was an early adopter. I'm not like Chuck Bailey early, but I'm an early adopter.
Yeah, we'll give you 2.
And but what's beautiful about the vibe of dispatchers is all about swapping tonnage and swapping shipments and saying, hey, I need an OA in Minot and I need a DA in DC and I need a hauler, in Boston or something, right? And being able to swap that tonnage, as we say, right, and get that thing serviced, to Matt's point earlier. And your software really specializes in doing that. And that's what I think is really the killer application for it.
One of the things that we're excited, like even here, just right before I walked out here, I introduced a couple of movers and they swapped cards and they're going to be doing things. So whether it's through our software or just reminding them that through our software they can swap shipments, etc.
Yeah.
It's just it's fun to help people make connections as well as to make them ourselves.
Yeah, it's really
But this is great.
And so you guys were kind of like the first ones that I saw really focusing on the interoperability of systems, right? So it's not like, oh, I have it in my system and I have it in my system, and now we're gonna like PDF it to each other, email it to each other, read it, and then re-enter it, right? Because so much of the relocation business is still doing that, right? So to see it being solved on the moving business side, which is often, to be honest with you, thought of as a little bit behind maybe even our relocation management counterparts, is really encouraging. And I actually see Hosea Botley, Aversal, he's a client of yours, isn't he?
He very well
Aversal
might
is
be.
loving MoveStar. EDC team is great to work with.
Thank you, Jose and team. He has a great team. If you guys don't know Aversal, you should definitely look them up. They're a great team to connect with.
Yeah, for sure. And look, Jean is over here weighing in too.
Hey,
Saying
Jana.
Sandra Clary is the best. Look at that. She capitalized best. So maybe best might actually be an acronym. We don't know.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
No, this is great. Say hi to Richard. Everybody's chiming in here. If you've got questions for any of our guests, leave it. Please hit that like button. Let everybody know we are here. We are live. We're having a great time. We got Adam Lowy on deck. We've got some amazing. We got Janet Turner on deck over here. Everybody who's anybody is here. Eric Scorzelli on deck. I mean, this is incredible. The people we got over here. This is so awesome.
Good to see you.
It's so great
Thanks
to
for
see you
having
too.
us.
Thank you so much.
Good to
Thank
see you, Tim.
Hey,
Good
thanks
to
for
see you,
being here
Tim.
with us. Oh, look, Jamie Masters saying hi. Tom,
Hey.
Tom saying EC, what a great company.
Thank you
Hit that
all.
like button. Throw it in the comments. I want to know what you're doing. What are you thinking right now? Adam Lowy, everybody.
Hey.
Adam. How many dispatchers conventions have you been to, Adam?
This is number one.
Number one.
Number one.
46 years this has been going on, and so many important people are here for the first time. It just makes my heart so full.
In my defense, I haven't been around for 46 years.
45-year-old Adam Lowy is showing up here. No, I'm just kidding. But
this is
Adam,
great.
so why the heck are you with dispatchers this year? Step up to the mic here too.
You know
it's
what?
starting to get loud. We got ambulances, we got wind, we got a hurricane. I don't know what's going on.
You know what? This is the first dispatchers, and I really wanted to come because it's an opportunity to connect with so many other people within the industry that I don't always get that chance to talk to.
Yeah.
You know, very often you're talking to like the president of the company, but to be able to talk to some of the
We hate
drivers
presidents.
and dispatchers and operations folks. I mean, you're obviously some of the presidents are
The
here
people
too.
that do the real
The
work.
people that do the work.
These are the people that pick up the canned goods.
They
I mean,
are.
let's be honest,
They
right?
are.
We need the people that stroke the checks, but we also need the people that pick up the food. You know?
You need it both. It works.
need both.
There's sales, there's operations.
It's
It all works
everything.
together.
It's
That's how this industry is.
And are we doing a fundraiser?
Absolutely.
What are we doing? Tell the people what we're doing and if they can get involved virtually.
Tomorrow we've got cocktails for a cause.
Cocktails for a cause. I wish I could take credit for that one.
You can't take credit for that
Dang.
one. My colleague Megan can take credit for that one.
Megan.
Megan gets
Cocktails
all the
for a
credit
cause.
For that one. It's going to be tomorrow between the golf outing and the booze cruise. There's a lot happening.
Megan, get over here. Get over here. Megan's the brains of the operation.
She is.
Bring it in.
Also,
Megan,
also
tell us
Megan's
about
first dispatch.
Megan's first dispatchers. Megan, tell us, step up to the mic, get super close, make it uncomfortable. Tell us about Cocktails for a Cause. There's your camera.
Hey, so Cocktails for a Cause is a chance to donate money to help Move for Hunger do what we do, which is providing food for those in need. And so come on out if you are here at Dispatchers and watching remotely. We'd love to see you.
Is there a way for people to participate remotely?
We have a fundraising page.
Yes. Hit the fundraising page.
Or
Drink
you
a cocktail at home remotely.
There you go.
Right?
Hey, donate on Move for
Several
Hunger.
cocktails at home.
Yeah, you can drink way more remotely. You don't got to worry about walking or driving or transporting. It's great. Yeah, so this is awesome.
It's going to be a great time. Hey, you know what? We just wrapped up our first quarter of the year. We've
How
already
do we do?
We've already fed more than 500,000 people, and we're going to double that in Q2. That's the goal.
Wow.
We're just going to keep going.
Wow, this is fantastic. I love it. It's so good to see y'all here.
It's so good to be here, Ben. Thank you for having us. Thank you, Dispatchers Convention, for having us. DN Van Lines, ODED, supporting us.
Hey, and we got to shout out Alex from the Payment Solutions, from Remedy Payment Solutions. Alex D from Remedy Payment Solutions, because he's the one that got this internet connection out here. Otherwise, we'd be inside like in a closet, and it would be terrible, and nobody would be having a good time. So shout out to Alex D from Remedy Payment Solutions. I may write his name down and say it properly tomorrow. Dimitrakopoulos or something like that.
And you know what? We got to give a little bit of love to Daycost. Daycost is our sponsor for Cocktails for a Cause.
Oh, Daycost. Shout out to Daycost.
Title sponsor.
Is Brandon. Oh, I see Jane Carroll there. Look at that. Look at this. Jane, come on over real quick since you're the sponsor for
Title
Cocktails for a
sponsor
Cause.
for our Cocktails
Look
for
at
a Cause.
this.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. It's a great cause. We're happy to be part
Jane
of it.
Carroll, welcome. Jane, why don't you tell everybody who you're with and what you're doing here at Dispatch? Just close to the mic so they can hear you.
Okay. People are having trouble hearing me. I thought I was always too loud.
Hey, see you. Nice.
Hey, y'all. I am Jane Carroll Bunning. I'm with Daycost. Y'all may know us. We help out with some financial solutions for you. We can help with your billing, auditing, things like that.
So when you say financial solutions, like tell people, because some people aren't so close to the moving industry and everything. And I'm just going to scoot you forward just a bit because I want everybody to hear you here. So what types of services does Daycost provide?
We are able to help those in the logistics industry. Specifically, we tend to help out household goods movers. But anyone in logistics, we can help with invoicing, with pre-post audit.
So you do audit as well?
We do.
You know, that's a big need on the corporate side because there's been a couple players historically on the corporate side. And I'll be honest, they don't like to show up here. I'm not going to say why. I'm not going to infer anything. I've only had one Bud Light, people. Okay. But I think there's a major opportunity on the corporate side to look at that need. Very cool.
Love to help out. Just want to get people paid accurately and efficiently and keep that cash flow coming.
Sounds like a really good premise. I like that a lot.
Awesome.
Super
Definitely.
cool. Is Brandon around here today?
Brandon will be here shortly.
Oh,
He
good.
may not be here
Yes,
yet. Now, don't forget what's happening tomorrow.
And why don't you tell everybody what we're doing tomorrow? Because we're gonna have a lot of fun tomorrow. Let people
Tomorrow,
know.
we are dumping a bucket of ice cold water over my head.
Yes. And why are we doing? Besides the fact
Yes.
that it sounds like an amazing idea on its own, why are we doing that?
The important part of why we're doing it is to raise funds and awareness in the fight against ALS. This is something that is dear to a lot of our hearts right now. Of course, it's touched our industry recently.
Why is that important
with John
to you?
Becker? With me, it's important. John is actually my third friend in my life who has been touched by ALS. It's a cause that I've been fighting for a while, but with John, it's hit me a little bit harder. And I am ready to try to unite the industry to move out ALS. So
You know,
let's do
to
it
be
together.
honest with you, this is the first I'm hearing about John.
Really?
You know, and I think that it shows you. I mean, it shows you what the importance of raising awareness is.
Absolutely.
John worked very closely with everybody through AMSA and also through STDC.
Yes.
And I was not aware of that, and that's
He was recently diagnosed, shared it with us a couple of weeks ago. So it truly is something that we've stepped up. I was texting with him earlier, and I want to make sure I promised him I would pass along that he
Love you,
wishes
John.
he was here with us, and he loves all of us. And, of course, we love him so much.
Yeah.
So if you're able to donate, there's a link. We have it available. I can help put it out there. Shoot Ben a message. We can get it around.
Yeah, can we get that link? I don't know if Stacy has it or not, or Tim, do we know if we have that link? Maybe we can even put it up now. Let's see if we can put it. Can you text it to?
I can absolutely text
Why don't you know what? She's gonna text the link now. If you would donate to this cause, it would mean a lot to me. We've all kind of become familiar over the last few years with ALS and what a crippling disease it is, and how it can take people from being the kind of vibrant friends that we know to being wheelchair bound and ultimately fatal. So let's commit to trying to cure this, because I feel like today's day and age, where we are now as a society and what we can do with science and what we've been able to do, with COVID and with vaccines and being able to producing, if we really put our mind to something and if we really put our money behind it and our focus behind it, I feel like there's really nothing we can't do scientifically right now. I hear the drummer warming up. So let's get that in there. Tim and Jane Carroll are working on that right now. Tim, are you putting that in the comments, buddy? Yeah. So let's put that in the comments here. Tim, you put that link in there, bud? Tim Quirk's putting it in there. There it is. Hey, classy.org/fundraiser. Yeah, hit that link. Donate, please. I will match any donation up to $500 that you guys do in the next 20 minutes while we're on. So please click that link right there and donate. Okay, Jane, come on, Jane Carroll.
Thank you.
Love you. Love you, John. Love you, buddy. Take care. All right. Hit that link and donate. And let's get our next guest here. Oh yeah, look at y'all. Come on over here. So good to see y'all. Welcome. Step right up to the mic here. Tell everybody who you are, and I know it's gonna get a little awkward. We're gonna get real close and real comfortable. Here, scooch just a bit over there and move in here, little buddy. And then let's see if we can't hear us all. So tell people your name, your company, and go ahead. There's your camera as well. Let's know where you're from.
Loretta Horton, A1 Horton's Moving in Atlanta.
Atlanta's in the house.
Sean Santana, A1 Horton's Moving, Atlanta.
All right. Yeah, we got to speak up, too, because we got a lot of drunks over there, okay? So we got to speak up.
We met them.
We met them. Meet them all. That's the point, right?
I could hear you, but not anymore.
Yeah, we used to. So why is it important for y'all to be dispatchers?
Well, I mean, I've come several times, but I'm getting to the point that I've got to kind of hand it over to this is my son, this is my youngest son. I've got two of them with me. So
nice.
It's kind of time.
Is this your first?
To hand it over to them.
Oh, okay, so you know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
So he knows what he's getting into.
He knows what he's getting into. So A1 Hortons, tell me about your company.
Well, this is our 50th year in business. So
wow.
It's kind of,
50th. Now, are you independent or affiliated with a van line? Or
independent.
Independent.
Yeah.
It's so interesting, y'all, and I've been telling you that Dispatchers Convention is the best kept secret in the moving business, because you got companies like this that have been around 50 years, known for quality service in Atlanta, major market, and you may not have ever heard of them before. They're independent. They're not van line affiliated. A lot of times when we look for corporate movers, like, our relocation management companies, I was sitting with a president of a company just yesterday. And I was like, who do you look at? You look at United, you look at Mayflower, you look at Atlas, you look at North America, you look at Allied, right? And that's pretty much it when you're looking at corporate van lines. But there's so many quality independent movers out here, and y'all do a ton of government business, right?
Right. Primarily.
What's your business mix? What percentage of it's government would you say?
I'd say 99%.
99% is government. Yeah. Do you see the global household goods contract affecting the way that you do business?
Oh, it'll tremendously affect the way
How
we do
so?
business. If it goes through, I mean, everything's going to be up in the air if it goes through.
What do you mean by that?
We're going to have to find a whole new market.
Really?
Yeah.
So do you see yourself doing more COD moves and potentially even corporate moves?
We'd have to.
Really?
We'd have to do more, corporate, more commercials, COD, international.
Wow. Well, it's so interesting as you say that. We got people with leaf blowers over here. As you say that, there's going to be a lot of clients out there who are going to be needing new moving companies,
right?
Because they might have had all their moves going to these certain van lines, and if those van lines get full up with tonnage, from the GHC, they're going to need a new carrier. They're going to need new providers.
Right.
So I think it's a really interesting time to be an independent. It's a really interesting time to be a relocation management company, because you're going to need a home for these shipments, and I've been encouraging people from the RMC side to be here and to start sourcing your movers here, because this is where all the capacity is. People want to know where the capacity is. It's in the independents, because I'm going to say almost all, I don't know if that's true. I would say at least 50% of the military capacity is dedicated, is by independent companies, non-van line affiliated companies. And that's where I think the corporate capacity is going to be in the future. So I think, things could be bright. I think it's going to be a really interesting time for y'all, and I'm so happy you're here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Loretta. Sean, take care, y'all.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness, who do we have here? Who do we got here? Round of applause for Janet Turner. Woo, Janet Turner. Yes, super producer Janet in the house. Janet.
Stacy?
Janet.
I see
Woo, woo.
Stacy.
Look at Jamie's over here. Got a Janet chant going here virtually.
And
Richard, look at
before
this.
you ask, it is my first dispatch conference.
It's your first dispatchers. Woo! First time caller. That's great.
And so far, so good. I just arrived today. Beautiful Clearwater. A little
Beautiful
cloudy,
Clearwater.
But the beach is gorgeous.
Yes.
And yeah, I'm excited to see everybody and meet new people, and especially to be on LOVE+RELO.
Come a little closer because I want to get you. I want to get you because we got people blowing sand over here. I don't know what the point of that is, but it's one way to make a sandcastle, I guess.
And I'm
There.
blocked by the mic. There you go.
There we go.
There
we go.
So hey,
so-
y'all out there in
Hey y'all. You sound like me
LinkedIn.
now. Hey y'all.
Well, they say that in Florida too, you know.
That's why I wore my hat. I got
Yeah.
my party hat on and everything. So let me ask you here, Janet, because you do a lot of corporate business, right?
Yes.
That's really your wheelhouse,
Yep.
right? And Dispatchers has historically been known for 45 years as a military conference, right?
Yep.
So what brings you to Dispatchers, and what are you looking to gain and achieve here?
Well, first of all, our company is hosting it. They're one of the hosts.
Big
Dan
bucks,
Lines.
big money over there.
So, of course, you know, I wanted to be part of it and also to just meet new people. And I feel that more and more people are coming that aren't just military now. I see this as a growing network of just movers and supply chain and making new
Yeah.
friends and new contacts. So,
Why do you think it's been growing so much when other conferences have been kind of, frankly, shrinking?
I think it's the laid back, like there's one meeting tonight, right? But the rest of it is basically social with some fun events mixed in with business. And everybody's gearing up for the crazy busy season, especially military, right?
Yeah.
They get insane. So I think it's like a blast of fun before everybody has to
It's
lock
like
down and
spring
get
break for movers.
Exactly.
That's I'm gonna make
Exactly.
T-shirts. It's Dispatches, spring break for movers.
That's a good point.
That
So
and
that's
and everybody knows the rule. One meeting, everybody knows the rule. Shout out to Dave Betzavanga and Dave Portnoy, my favorite Daves. Oh man, we got the helicopters over here. They're looking for Odette, but they'll never find them. Look at that. People don't know this, but the largest Coast Guard air station is actually here in Clearwater. And yeah, so that could be that, or it could just be a plane looking for what Odette dropped off the boat offshore.
Anyway,
This
good
is
to see
awesome.
everyone.
Look
Good
at
to
this.
see you.
Oh wait, hold on. Wait, Richard wants to know. Look at Richard Majewski here with the hats. You all look like you're from the show Dallas. That's why I thought about the oil. Where's JR? You know, Richard, you're hilarious. I love you, man. This has been a lot of fun.
Yes.
Do we got anybody else that's waiting to get on? Because I'm gonna wrap this thing up because I got a place to be. It's called the bar. We got people want to get on. They want to get on. We got people that want to get on. Yes. First time. This is great. We got some newbies here. Come on. What am I supposed to do, Elise says? Elise, this is not a serious thing. This is not the BBC. Step up to the mic here, Elise.
Oh, gosh.
Tell people your name and their company.
I'm Elise with Lee Moving and Storage, and we're out of New Orleans, Louisiana.
Nolans in the house.
Yes.
Fantastic. Let me ask you this: best restaurant on Bourbon Street?
Ooh, it's not even on Bourbon Street. I'd say the best bar on Bourbon Street is Pat O'Brien's. The best restaurant is Cafe Maspero, and that's on Decatur.
Okay. What do you think about Galatoire's?
Ooh, that's really good.
It's good, right?
Yeah, it's
Galatoire's
so good.
good.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of Bourbon Street. Get a little tight. Get a little tight.
Yeah.
Not with me. I mean,
Oh,
thank you,
oh.
but no. I'm saying get closer to the mic. That's what we're trying to say.
Okay.
Woo! Woo!
See,
Spring
I
break.
told you I'm not good at this.
It's a family
I'm not
show,
good at
people.
this.
Okay, it's a family show. No, I'm just kidding. But so why are you here, Dispatcher?
So I'm here to just network and meet new people. I haven't been out since before COVID in terms of conventions, and so I wanted to see who's out there, get our name out there, and see what we can do to network.
Yeah, well, this is great. So what is your objective when you come to conferences?
Mm-hmm.
Have you been to Dispatchers?
I've been to Dispatchers before, yes.
Okay, so when you come to Dispatchers, what are those conversations like?
So really, they're just about, like what we do as companies, how we can network with one another, what services we provide that can help someone else versus what they can do for us, and just trying to see where we can connect the dots.
So you're providing comp schedules, you're doing
Comp
OADA
schedules,
work.
OADA services.
Do you guys haul as well?
We do. We're an agent for Atlas Van Line,
Oh,
so
okay.
we haul interstate through Atlas. But
I just got done telling everybody that only independents do military. So thank you for throwing that.
yeah,
back to my
no, we
face. I
do.
appreciate it. Keep me honest here.
Yeah,
Somebody's got to do it.
See, I got too close. This is what happens. The truth comes out.
Yeah.
So. But no, we do OADA work for military. We're military approved. We do a lot of specialty services.
What percentage of your work is military versus, let's say, corporate or COD?
I would say probably like really 10% of our work is military. Most of our work is really COD, industrial, hotel,
O&I, FF&E,
yeah,
fixtures, and all
of
that stuff.
Definitely.
Super interesting. See, that's what I love about coming here and talking to movers, because you get to really understand what their different business model is. And that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kick you out.
Yeah,
I know
please
we
do.
just I know
I'm
we
so
just met, but I'm
nervous.
gonna
I'm
kick
like,
you
I
out.
feel-
No, you're amazing. It's great. Can't wait. When I'm in Nolans, I'm gonna look up. Nice
Yes,
job.
thank
And for
you.
Elise, give Elise a hand here. We've got Brandon today. Now I have one rule when you come on Love and Relaunch, you got to bring me a drink, and that is not what I'm talking about, Brandon.
I just
okay?
arrived. I literally just walked
Don't give me
in.
that just arrived.
I
Don't give me
walked
that
in
new
the
guy
hotel.
routine.
New guy, yeah.
Step up to the
Oh,
mic
sorry,
here.
man.
Don't give me that new guy routine, okay?
Yeah.
Brandon, tell everybody who you are, your company, and what you do.
Brandon Day with Daycost. Daycost provides billing and collection services to household good moving companies, primarily focused in the military, DoD, but also some GSA and some other stuff as well. So
yeah,
we help people move money. That's what we
Nice.
do, different ways. They move stuff,
You
we
call it
move money.
Like laundering, would you say?
No,
or?
I wouldn't put that spin on it. I certainly wouldn't put that on
We
a public
launder your
broadcast.
receivables. No, I'm just kidding. I'm
We like to
totally
find
kidding. My
solutions
words,
for
not
all
his.
kinds of problems,
My
but we
words.
do draw the line somewhere.
Yes. Very ethical company, great company. Also a very generous company. Done a lot of charity work as well, which I appreciate.
Yep.
I remember when back in my day when it was called AMSA, we had the bike builds.
Yep.
And you were always the first person with your checkbook open,
Yep.
buying those bikes for those kids, and you made us youngsters put them together. And that was fine.
Yep.
That was fine. But we bring the kids
Yep.
out from the United Way. And we give those bikes.
That
away.
was such a great experience at the AMSA meetings. What we ended up doing is we did that as our office. So we
Wow.
brought, I think the first year we did like 50 bikes for our local community.
Wow.
Our employees bought, and then we challenged some other businesses in towns, and we ended up doing like 100 bikes for kids in our community, just inspired by what you guys started with the young professionals at AMSA. So it had rippling effects.
Wow. And you guys are out of Omaha, right?
We are out of Norfolk, Nebraska.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Omaha is the closest relevant city that
So
anybody
I'd fly
knows where
in there if I were coming to see you.
You would fly in there, and if you come in to see me, I'll even come to Omaha if you don't want to make the trip.
Tim's giving me notes here.
I think what Tim is saying is that Daycost is a B Corp, which is a designation of companies who are invested in doing more than just making money.
Oh, I've heard about those.
Yeah, so you'll see them. There's some large corporations, Ben & Jerry's, Athleta, Dannon, all those things are all B Corps, and Daycost is also a B Corp.
Wow, that's really cool. And I know that there's a lot of certifying that goes. There's a lot of
there's an
vetting.
accreditation
That's the word I'm
process
looking
and stuff
for.
like that. But yeah,
very cool.
Yeah, it's all just kind of who we are,
It's
and what we
awesome.
do, and we don't talk about it a lot, but it's a
well. Now you have.
It's a good way of doing business.
Everybody knows.
I would love more people to
Yeah.
look at their business
Yeah.
and see how they can make an impact with it. But
I looked at it too, and maybe
Yeah.
you can mentor me along those lines as well, because we aspire to give back quite a
Yeah.
bit. So
And really, the B Corp stuff not the most important. The most important thing is finding something that is true to you. You do that with your business. You do good, and that's what you should be striving for. So,
yeah, very cool.
not to
Well,
make a
there-
speech here about the business for good, but
well, no, it's a great thing. I mean, that's what Love and Relo is about.
That's
you know?
right. Let's get
It's
the
not-
love in there.
It's not just like Relo.
That's
It's
right.
not like money and Relo. You know,
That's
it's
right.
like everybody knows
Yeah.
about money and Relo. No, Brandon, this is great. Thank you for being here. Thank you all for watching this craziness. Yes, thank you. And to the fans out there, thank you all. We couldn't do it without you. Hit that like button out there. Appreciate you so much. Believe it or not, we're gonna try to do this again and be fresh and new and have some new people come on as well.
You open it with me, you close it
I'm
with me.
closing it with you.
Open it with me, you close it
I'm
with me.
closing
man.
with you. Oded, you want to leave people with a final thought?
Well, tune in tomorrow, first of all. And second of all, I think, 90% of the people you talk to was their first time here? They're
Not
having a
first time.
blast.
Yes.
They're having a blast, so consider it next year. If you haven't been to Dispatch, just come check it out. Biggest party in the industry. Love you. See you tomorrow.
Nice. Well done. Thanks, everybody. Hit that like button, and we will see you tomorrow, same time.